Hey guys, Houndoomed here, coming at you once again with a Pokémon Showdown. I haven't done one of these in a while, but I've kind of gotten back into it since a friend has got me back into it, and hopefully going to do a recording with him soon. But for right now, I'm going to be experimenting with some teams that I've made, one of which I've made today, and it's worked quite well, and then another one which I'm not too keen on, but it works enough, to be honest. So we're going to go UU and then up to OU. A lot of Pokemon who I hated in OU are now gone. Mega Lucario was one of them, and also Deoxys Speed, which I know seems like a long time ago, but I have not played this in so long. UU's also looking a lot better. However, I've just noticed that Volcarona has been moved down from BL. I knew that Blissey had been moved down, but so what, really? I mean, Blissey is just about... I'm just able to get around Blissey. But, yeah, Volcarona's a big one. I think Volcarona might be quite tough to get around for my teams, because I tend to carry a lot of Rock-type moves, but... yeah, it's quite a big one. So anyway, I'm going to be starting with UU, with quite a bulky team that I've made today. It's not that fantastic, but it seems to have worked out quite well. It is using Blissey, as well as a... Well, let's just look for a battle, and then I'll talk about it in there. So, I've got a Choice Specs Shaman. I have wanted to use one of these things for so long. I absolutely adore Shaman. It is so cool. I was experimenting with a set before that had Rest on it, but yeah, decided to go against that. Especially it's offensive Goodra with Assault Vest, which is taking hits pretty well. Physically defensive Suicune with the Crocoon set, we all know that well. Blissey with a standard physically defensive set. An Aggron with just a bulky tank set with Stealth Rock and Roar. And then Choice Scarf, Darmanitan for some momentum and some power, to be honest. I'm going to lead with Darmanitan, and his team looks interesting. Don't like the look of the Nidoking or the Hydreigon. The Aerodactyl is also quite annoying, but I think that Suicune can just about deal with that. Now, unless this thing is Scarfed, it's not going to outspeed me at all. And then we're going to go into Blissey. Fearing a superpower, but I don't know whether this actually carries it in 6th gen. It always used to before, but I don't know if it does now. Tempted to go for a Toxic, but I do see a Nidoking switch, although I don't know why he would go into Nidoking. Celix is also another thing that it could go into, but I'm just going to go for a safe Toxic, because it doesn't really matter. So it is a mixed one, and of course I had to miss. These are the kinds of times where I would like to have Wish Protect on this thing, but Soft Boiled is a better move for me generally, and Heal Bell has its uses. It's good to have a Cleric on a team, because I never tend to have one. That Crunch didn't really do that much. I'm going to go for a Soft Boiled. He's probably... or a Roost, okay, fine. That's interesting. Still at -2 special attack. I'm going to go for another Toxic here. Dragon Rush. Okay. Why not have Dragon Claw? Like, really? Seems like a very odd move choice. Thinking about the switch into... Actually, no. Let's go into Aggron, because if he's going to be doing that much damage to me, then Aggron can take it. And I think Aggron really does need to Mega as soon as possible. So this is fine. I'm fine with Cradily. I can destroy Cradily. Oh, I didn't realise my screen was cut off there because of the Mega thing, but there we go. It doesn't matter. I'm going to go for a safe Heavy Slam, because nothing on this team wants to take one except for the Steelix. Just going to go for it. It's Giga Draining, big whoop. And that Heavy Slam destroys that Cradily. Okay, so I need to get my rocks up, but that's not such a big deal actually, thinking about it. The Aerodactyl is not anything I really care about. Nidoking here. Tempted to go into Goodra here, but I don't see really what she's going to do. But then again, Blissy's not going to do much either, and an obvious Earth power is coming, so I need to decide. I think we're going to go into Blissey as the safest switch. Nidoking could be physical, but I still think that they tend to go special in this gen, which is kind of strange because its attack power has gotten so much better, and pretty much all of the moves that it uses can technically be used physical as well. However, I don't know if the power, because obviously Ice Punch and Fire Punch and whatever are 15 power less than the others. I don't know if that makes a difference. I'm going to softboard instead. I don't know if that makes a difference to the power. I haven't done damage calcs in years, but I would imagine that it would probably go to the point where special would actually end up being better. So Steelix here. I'm going to go into. I mean, rocks are coming. There's no point for him not to set up rocks at this stage, so I think I'm going to go for a safe seismic toss just in case. Or it's cursing. Okay. What might this thing be doing? Alright, well at this point I'm no longer safe, so I'm going to switch out into my Suicune, who is relatively safe, because this thing's probably just going to carry Earthquake, and even then it's not going to be that powerful against a physically defensive Suicune, so wow, that did a lot of damage actually. I'm going to go for a safe Scald here. 3 Pokemon on his team don't like that, and his water his water immunity is gone, so that's good. So Sceptile here. It's another Pokemon I could really go into Blissey for. I think I'm going to go into Goodra because I think she can take a Leaf Storm. Or a Giga. Oh, Sap Sipper! Didn't even think of that. Alright, so I'm going to go for. Fire Blast is only resisted by 1 Pokemon, so I'm just going to. And even that doesn't want to take a Fire Blast, really. Fling. Interesting. Never really thought of a Sceptile carrying Fling before, but there we go. Alright, so. Yeah, Hydreigon's coming in now. Oh yeah, also Hydreigon resists Fire Blast. What am I talking about? So that thing's obviously outspeeding me. Tempted to go. Oh no, it's probably going to Dragon Rush. I don't want to risk the Fire Blast though, so let's go into. Well, either way, Blissey is safe at the HP she's on, so yeah, he's going for the Draco. That's fine. That thing is toxic, so I'm just going to go for a safe Seismic Toss. There is not much else I can do right now because I don't really want to switch knowing that thing is mixed. This is the time I really wish I had rocks up. This Aerodactyl is probably going to Mega. I don't like that. However, I don't know what this thing is actually going to do. I don't remember what moves Aerodactyl carries. I'm tempted to go into. Oh no, not you. You don't have a Hidden Power Ice anymore. Let's go in. So I'm tempted by the Suicune switch, but it might have Thunderfang, and that is quite a powerful move. I'm just going to go for it and see what it does. This is the kind of time I wish I did have Protect, but oh well, things don't always go your way. Let's just Scold. And it didn't take it down. Why am I not surprised? Tempted by the Carmine, to be honest. I think that's a safer switch. Why does it have Dragon Claw? Alright, fine, so it's roosting, that's absolutely fine. Probably saw how much the Scold did and thought, well, may as well. So now let's Scold. Because now it will definitely take it down unless it wants to roost again. Which seems a bit silly considering I'll end up doing over half again. Or I was doing over half before anyway. Stone it. Wow, that was a critical hit and it only did 40%. However, that's quite an iffy amount of HP I'm on there. Could a Nidoking Thunderbolt take me out from this range? I'm not specially defensive, but I've technically got 400 and something special defense. It's a risky one. It's a risky one. Screw it, I'm going to go for it. Critical hit, we'll never know. I think I might have been able to survive it, but it's a tough one. I don't know whether I would have been able to survive it. Regardless, I'm just going to go for a Draco. I know that Ice Beam's coming, but I know I can take it. So I'm just going to take that thing down nice and smoothly. I do technically have one more hit in me, but it doesn't really matter at this stage. I'm just going to go into Blissey. I'm still fearing this thing's Fire Blast, which is why I'm not going into Aggron. Because Aggron would be the safer switch, but yeah, Fire Blast is coming, so I don't really want to deal with it. I'm going to go for Soft Boiled. Okay, so that's fine. Get a safe Seismic Toss going here. Seismic Toss is literally the only thing I can do, considering Steelix is immune to Toxic. I think now is the time to go into Aggron. I can take Gyro Balls for days. I wonder how much a Heavy Slam will do. It won't do very much, but I don't really want to Earthquake if he's going to switch. I think I'm just going to Earthquake and just deal with it, because at this stage I've got Shaymin to deal with the Hydreigon if it doesn't carry Fire Blast. I've also got Darmanitan, who can Superpower for the win, but it's just getting him in. And he's forfeited. So there we go. So yeah, I do like this team. It's working out quite well. How long was that? I don't have any idea. Let's go straight out to OU, I think. We'll do 2 battles. So I've got a Hyper Offense team and also a regular team. Let's go Hyper Offense, because I've only used this team once, and it didn't do that well. It did beat my opponent, but it didn't do that well. Now the problem with this team is that it doesn't really have anything to U-turn. It has a Volt Switcher, but not much else. I do like the Volt. I do like the U. No. What's it called? Volt Turn. That's it. I'm forgetting things. I haven't played this for so long. Anyway, general premise of this team is get the rocks up, and who cares what else really? Because everything else has just got us power on through. So yeah, Overheat. Didn't even get the rocks up. I should have probably switched, but to be honest, yeah. What is this thing likely to carry? It might carry Hidden Power Ice, but even then I'm going to be Fire Dragon, so it won't matter. Right. Yeah, as you probably all know, I don't like Charizard, but just going to run with it. I'm going to Dragon Dance, because this thing can't really do much to me. He should have expected the... Oh, he could have expected Y, I guess. I'm safe for another. Hidden Power Ice is not going to do anything to me. And I don't know what else it carries, really. But, 2 attack, 2 speed. Amoonguss here. I'm not sure what I can do against this thing here. I think he might be baiting me for a different switch here. I don't know, because the problem is that I don't want to over-predict and go for Dragon Claw and then get Spored. But then again, I've got nothing else to take a Spore anyway, so I'm just going to predict and go for the Dragon Claw just in case. Okay, fine, so it doesn't even matter. But I was expecting the possible Ditto switch or the Tyranitar, because both would have been frustrating. Yeah, I'm obviously going down here. So let's see what I can do. Don't really want to go into Azumarill here. Frankly, at this stage, I don't think there's much I can do, and I think he's going to predict the switch, I think. So I'm just going to go for the Dragon Claw, fine, doesn't really matter. At this stage, what moves does it carry? Ability was I was thinking of. So yeah, at this stage I've almost certainly lost, but we're just going to run with it. Ditto is the most frustrating Pokemon ever. Doesn't really matter what move I go for, to be honest. That thing's best move is Earthquake. Should have gone into a Azumarill before. Let's just go for Waterfall. And I didn't even think about the fact that it's choiced. Duh. But I think he's just sacking the Ditto at this stage because there's not much point him staying in. Yeah, I really should have thought about that beforehand. Like, why did I not go into my Azumarill before I went into Landorus? That was silly of me. Oh well. You live and learn. Wow, there's a lot. Thunderbolt is coming. But the Hidden Power Ice might come as well. Yeah. Hidden Power Ice is probably coming. Or he didn't predict that. Okay, let's just go for... that's a tough one. Don't think a Thunderbolt is going to take it out. Thunderbolt is up to... yeah, it'll be down to 60 power, so I should probably go for Focus Blast, really. But that and that is not why I don't want to go for it. I'm just going to go for the Thunderbolt. It's enough to take it down, that's good. I don't think the rest of the team is able to take down the rest of what's going on here. Because I'm choice, I obviously don't want to stand against this thing. But then again, I don't really know who I can switch to. And then again, I'm also predicting the Pursuit as well. I'm going to go into a Azumarill. And then I can probably Waterfall on whatever he wants to do. Stone Edge, that's fine. That's iffy damage though. Waterfall is the safest play here, especially with the Gliscor still hanging around. Yep, Gliscor. Oh, are you kidding me? Really? Really? That is just typical. It doesn't really matter at this stage, an Earthquake probably shouldn't take me out. Like, protect all you want. I still don't think an Earthquake from that range will take me down, considering... well, I guess after the sand it might. But considering that Stone Edge did like, what, 44%? Oh, it's going for double protect. Really? Are you that cheap? Fine, whatever. I don't care at this stage. I'd already lost by the time that by the time I switched in that Landorus. Done. There wasn't much more I could do. He is just wearing me down as much as he can, isn't he? Like, really, what is the idea of what you're doing here? Just Earthquake me. You've lost your sand. Although he's probably going to switch out, go into the Tyranitar and switch, and then die. Or Gothitelle switch. Okay. Same difference. I don't know if that thing would have been able to survive it anyway. I'm glad I locked myself into Waterfall and not Aqua Jet, to be honest. Because Aqua Jet would not be doing anything right now. Alright, Ditto. This thing is obviously going to play rough, I would imagine. It's not going to superpower. What good is Curem right now? Quite a lot. Quite a lot, to be honest. I'm not going to switch. There isn't much point. So yeah, he's weared me down enough to the point where I can be taken down by whatever he wants to switch in, which is fine. I don't really mind. The sand is obviously going to come up, which is annoying. The annoying thing is that... so he's sacking the Gliscor, why? Why is he sacking the Gliscor? Surely the Gliscor would be better. Although I guess it doesn't... well, the problem is that now he's going to switch in to the Tyranitar, but both of my Pokemon can take that thing down. Because both of my Pokemon carry Focus Blast. So, it doesn't really matter either way. Focus Blast. It's probably going to miss, I would imagine. This thing could be banded though, so... yeah, I thought that might happen. Yes, why am I not surprised? Alright, we'll go for it again. I would imagine it misses again, but yeah, I would have liked to get the Focus Blast off on the Thunderous rather than the Kyurem, but either works, I guess. Yeah. Stone Edge, boom. Well, the one good thing here is that I am not choiced, so let's go for no, let's go for Draculaw. There we go. Managed to turn that around, and it's a tie. So there we go. Nice one. So I think we're just going to settle with 2 battles. I've won both. Let's leave it at that. I do like that bulky UU team. It's not how I would normally play. I tend, as most of you have probably realised by now, if you've watched any of my other videos, I tend to go quite balanced and go to 2 physical attackers, 2 special attackers, and then a physical wall and a special wall, just because that's balanced and I like that and it works really well. Sometimes I go for a bulky Pokemon as well as that, but yeah, I've got 4 bulky Pokemon, which is different for me. I don't tend to bother with that. I've obviously got the Aggron and the Suicune for the physical. Obviously, the Suicune is the main physical wall, but Aggron also works quite well. And then Gooch is another special tank, but then obviously Blissey is the special wall. And then I've got Shaman for a good special attacker, and Darmanitan for some momentum and for the power. And for the speed, really, because I did need a Scarfer, and I needed a Fire type, so Darmanitan worked out well. Because Entei's a bit iffy. I used an Entei before, and it didn't work. Arcanine is not quite good enough for a Scarf, and I think all the others are special. Oh, and Infinite, but again, Infinite is better with a band, I think. But yeah, so this worked out really well. I didn't expect to win either of those battles, but there we go. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.